It has officially passed, and Social Security checks will be increasing for millions of beneficiaries. I have all the details and what happened overnight. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. All right, where to start? The last 12 to 24 hours, we have received multiple big announcements, and I will certainly be bringing those to you in a separate video because it's just a lot to talk about here in this one. But I do want to talk about two separate issues that took place overnight, and yeah, we got some big news here on Social Security. For those of you that have been wondering, I will give you the details here. Now, let me take about 1 minute and talk about the potential government shutdown, what happened there, and then we will roll into the other legislation that passed late overnight pertaining to Social Security and increasing Social Security benefit checks. All right, so remember, last night at midnight, there was supposed to be a government shutdown if they did not come together and pass either a long-term funding bill or a short-term resolution, otherwise known as a CR, or sometimes referred to as a stopgap bill, right? Well, guess what they did? They came in after midnight. So technically, we went into a shutdown for like a little while, literally like minutes, and then they passed this through. So they pushed out the long-term funding bill out until March 14th. So we're going to be in this exact same situation on March 14th. So there you go. We avoided a government shutdown at least for the next 3 months, not even 3 months. Yeah, exactly. Now we're going to be right back in the same situation, and maybe we'll have a long-term deal by then. Who knows? Anyway, no government shutdown as of now. Okay, so that happened, early this morning technically, but that happened overnight. Now next, shortly after that passed, remember last night in the video, the last video that I had out yesterday evening, I said something like, they're running out of time here. I just really don't even know if they're going to hold a vote on this thing, the legislation for Social Security and to increase benefit checks, right? Well, we were getting so late, I was like, their top focus is this funding bill. Well, it was. That was their top focus. They passed that. And then minutes later, the Senate came in and they voted on the Social Security Fairness Act. This took place at 12:15 a.m. So literally, well, today, technically, this morning, they passed it. Yeah, it actually did pass. So in the Senate, it did pass. Remember, about a month ago, give or take a little bit, it passed through the House of Representatives. The Senate was the final hurdle here. Well, okay, to be fair, it's not the final hurdle. The president still needs to sign it into law, which should be an automatic, yes, that should be no problem whatsoever. But we'll still see about that. So I guess it's not official yet, but it is passed through the House. It is passed through the Senate. And now it goes to the president for a signature. But this is the Social Security Fairness Act. And again, it passed. Here's how the margins came in. 76/20. So it passed with a very massive margin. You typically don't see this with the Senate, but it did. So what does this mean? It is official. Once the president signs this, it becomes law, and that's the official deal, okay? So maybe we have a little bit of time here until the president signs it. Maybe that's going to happen today. Not sure, but either way, he will sign that thing. And then what does this do? It repeals two outdated provisions within Social Security. And again, let me give you some details about this, but it repeals the WEP, the windfall elimination provision, and it also repeals the GPO, the government pension offset. Now, who does this impact and what does it mean? It impacts those people that have worked basically in kind of like the government sector, like police officers, firefighters, teachers, postal workers, and the list goes on and on. You've probably heard me say that list before in other videos, but it repeals those in there. So basically what happens is if somebody works in one of these professions, they get a government pension, right? So then therefore, for the last 40-some years, 42 years or something like that, basically what's been happening is that these individuals have not been getting basically their full Social Security benefit, if at all, because of these provisions, the WEP and the GPO, as I just mentioned a second ago. So what this does is it repeals them. In other words, they're no longer there. Therefore, these individuals, about 2.8 million people right now, would see their benefits increase on average by about $500 per month, according to the statistics and according to the information that I've been finding, right? But by the way, this is also going to cost $196 billion, according to the CBO, which is the Congressional Budget Office. It's going to cost $196 billion over the next 10 years, which is $19.6 billion a year. Well, it's also going to increase solvency. In other words, by the time Social Security runs out of money in the trust fund, that's going to push it closer to present time by 6 months. So there you go. We're going to become insolvent by 6 months faster as a result of this. So just want to bring you the details as far as what I've been finding on this. But yes, it is official. It has passed. And that's it. Now here's the thing. The Senate did try to add 4 amendments to this. Didn't pass. It did not fly. So they did not add the amendments. But here's the thing. If they would have added those amendments to this, guess what would have happened? It would have had to go back to the Senate to be repassed. Well, guess what? Or sorry, not the Senate. Sorry about that. The House of Representatives. It would have had to go back to the House of Representatives to be passed yet again. Guess where the House is? They're at their house. You know what I mean? They're not in the chamber. They're at their house, probably sleeping in right now. I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, they're not there. So it would have basically failed if they would have passed any of the amendments. That would have been it. Pretty much game over, unless lawmakers would have come back this weekend or next week to pass that. Highly doubt that would have happened. So we were very close to game over on this thing, but that's it. It's official. Done. Okay? So again, I'll keep you posted when the president signs it, but at this point, it's pretty much a for sure thing. So just assume that's going to happen. I mean, anything could happen, but I would assume that's going to happen, that he will sign it. So I wouldn't really be worried about that whatsoever. But yeah, those are the updates I want to share with you really quickly. And again, this all happened overnight. Not sure about you. I was sleeping, at least for a little while during that time. But yeah, there you go. So I hope that helps you out. I'll keep you posted with any further updates on this. Again, stay tuned. In the last 24 hours, we've had some massive updates here. If you're low income or fixed income and you receive any type of fixed income monthly benefit, stay tuned. I want to share some information with you because some things have changed, okay? Not just what I'm talking about here, but other changes have happened here, and not really good. It's flying under the radar right now. Nobody's talking about it. But don't worry, I'll bring it to your attention, okay? I'm bringing that in a separate video. Anyway, hope this helps you. Again, please subscribe down below. If you're new here, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Totally free to do so. And thank you. I really appreciate your support. Also, can you think of 1 or 2 people that benefit from this information? If so, can you please share this video? There's a share button right down below. Share this video with them. Thank you. Really appreciate your support as well. Otherwise, check out the well over 5,000 videos here on the channel. Feel free to share those as well. Otherwise, check out the very popular hand-selected videos for you that I put down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And right now showing up on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Thanks again. Please have a nice day. Take care, and I'll see you again soon in the next video.